Yo, what is up, everybody? How are you doing? Sporting Sith here with you today. I'm doing just a quick little live stream here. Going to do a Mandalorian season 3 preview trailer breakdown. Not really a breakdown, just kind of a preview or I guess a little bit of a breakdown of the trailer as well. Man, so much stuff to go over just from that one little trailer. Wow, there was so much information in there. It's kind of crazy. First things first, though, let's get out of the way. Mandalorian season 3 will be premiering on March 1st, 2003. There's so many other stories and shows that are coming out on Disney Plus this year. Got the Ahsoka series coming out later. You got Star Wars Visions. There's Skeleton Crew. And a bunch of other other shows and stuff coming out later this year. Other announcements too coming out later this year via Disney. I'm really pumped for this year. I'm really pumped for the content that's coming out via Disney of Star Wars. I've been very excited in the past. Yes, Obi-Wan Kenobi had me so excited. Andor had me very excited. I have a little bit of a different opinion than others do of those shows, but it not so much. I don't hate them. I don't hate them, but my opinion is a little bit more on the negative side, just basically because of I needed more action. I needed a little bit more. The stories were great. I didn't mind the stories at all. They really set up a lot of stuff. I just needed a little bit more. But that's just my opinion, and everybody has their own opinion, so do with it what you want. With the Ahsoka series coming, you got Grand Admiral Thrawn most likely going to be there. Sabine Wren, Ezra Bridger, all going to probably be in that series, which is going to be phenomenal, which also leads me into the Mandalorian season 3 coming up here. So we have the Mandalorian trailer, which was unbelievable. Just so much they put out there without really putting out that much. Starting right off the rip, the end of season 2 was amazing, with Luke Skywalker coming back in his X-Wing to basically take Grogu and to start training him in the ways of the Force. That was amazing. You had Bo-Katan basically being given the Darksaber by Din Djarin, but then refusing it because it wasn't won in combat, which Moff Gideon obviously knew and basically did that to her. And then coming into season 3, you had the Book of Boba Fett, which actually reunited Grogu with Din Djarin, which I thought they did a really good job of. Wasn't a fan of how they just basically threw Mandalorian episodes into the Book of Boba Fett, but it was cool the way they showed that Grogu didn't deny the Force, but didn't want to become a Jedi and didn't want to go that route, and decided that he wanted to be back with Din Djarin. And I think that was awesome. I thought that was amazing how they did that. So now that brings us right into season 3 here, with Din Djarin and Grogu traveling the galaxy. The trailer starts off with there's a group of 7 walking, and they're all Mandalorians. They're all wearing the armor. It looks like Bo-Katan is part of that group with Din Djarin and a couple other Mandalorians. Talking about our people are scattered like stars in the galaxy, which is awesome. He's basically setting the tone, saying, "Hey, we need to reunite. We need to get all the Mandalorians back, and we need to really stand strong because there's something coming. There's something big that's coming and brewing, and they're getting prepared for it." He's talking to a Mandalorian group, which is more than the 7 that you see walking, and they're multicolored armors. which is really, really cool. I really, really like that, which really opens up the possibility of Sabine Wren being introduced somewhere in this season leading into the Ahsoka series, which would be awesome. Um, if you don't know, Sabine Wren was a prominent Mandalorian character in the show Rebels, and she did a lot of artistic work with her Mandalorian armor, and had a lot of colorful pieces and just did a lot of artwork, and it was all colorful and very pretty and very unique. So with that, it kind of reminded me of Sabine Wren. So I'm thinking it's either an homage to Sabine Wren, or they're going to somehow incorporate her or introduce her in a way, but not utilize her fully yet, but just a way to introduce her and bring her into live action, which I think would be phenomenal. They also have some other unique armor there as well, like the white helmets, the longer, thinner mask. Looks like they could be part of the Night Owls, or potentially Clan Kriz, which would be awesome. Which would be really, really awesome if they'd be part of that. Which they're kind of getting back together now. Possibly, I don't think so, but possibly could be maybe a couple Mandalorians from the Death Watch, which also brings into tie with Sabine Wren, because Ursa Wren, her mother, was part of the Death Watch with Bo-Katan, so I think that would really, really just tie that whole situation together and would really do a really good job of putting that all together. You see Din Djarin in his speeder with the Astromech R5. He's leaving Tatooine, and now I can't even. What's her? Delimoto. I can hardly think of her name sometimes, but she yells, "May the Force be with you," and it's all good. So he must go back there for some reason, maybe to pick up the Astromech. Maybe she rebuilt the Astromech. It looks like the same R5 unit in Episode 4 that blows the bad motivator that Luke Skywalker originally was trying to take instead of R2-D2. But then, so it looks like she could have taken that unit, that R unit, and decided to rebuild him or do something with him, and ended up giving him to Din Djarin to use as an Astromech and to kind of as his, assistant, the way R2 did with Luke, which I think would be pretty cool too. He meets back up with Grief Karga on Navarro, and Navarro is a completely changed planet, completely changed city. It actually looks beautiful. The architecture all looks great. He meets up with him in the town center, so that'll be interesting to see how that reunion goes. Meets up with the armorer, and who tells him basically that from the first couple seasons, that he needs to go to Mandalore, he needs to atone for his mistakes, and he needs to visit the living water in the mines of Mandalore, which he plans on doing, since he took his helmet off to say goodbye to Grogu at the end of season 2. With that being said, he has taken his helmet off before, but I don't recall if anybody had actually seen him take his helmet off until Grogu and the end of season 2. He picks up this old Beskar armor, probably down in the mines, in the ruins of the mines, which I thought is really, really cool, because they touch on the Purge of Mandalore a little bit, and they talk about it. The armorer talks about it, and I think just the way they incorporate, the old school Mandalorians and the sacrifices that they made, when Mandalore was basically under siege and purged. Grogu flashes back to Order 66, which I thought was awesome. Basically, it's hit from his point of view, from Grogu's point of view, looking at a doorway that's looks to be about to be opened, and there's 4 Jedi standing in front of him. I I couldn't even tell you who those Jedi are. They could just be Padawans from Order 66 that were, basically told, you need to protect Grogu. Um, but I don't know for sure. If I had to really, really dig deep, I probably could, and I could probably maybe figure out 1 or 2 of them, but I'm not even gonna try to do that yet. So I want to be surprised when that comes up, just like everybody else. So I think that's gonna be awesome. Somebody coming through that door, it could be one of 2 people. It could either be Anakin Skywalker just after turning into Darth Vader and Order 66, and it could be him. With that being said, somebody would have to come and grab Grogu to rescue him. So it's either Vader or it's somebody who's trying to break in to rescue Grogu and not face the Jedi in a combative way, but face the Jedi and to say like, "Hey, I need to take him because I need to protect him." Um, the one person who I think that really, really could be is Quinlan Voss. I really think Quinlan Voss is the one who comes in and saves Grogu, whether it be Anakin that comes through the door, fights off those Jedis, as you see in that hologram video where he is fighting Jedi, not the younglings, actually the actual Jedi. So it could be Anakin that comes through there, and then Quinlan Voss still comes through and saves Grogu. I think that would be awesome. Or if it's just Quinlan Voss that comes through, I think that would be satisfactory too. Either way, however they do that, I really personally think that it's going to be Quinlan Voss that ends up saving Grogu, which would be awesome. TIE fighter scene. You had Din Djarin being chased by TIE fighters. Looks like I don't know if he's just arriving. Maybe he's just arriving onto Mandalore, looking for the mines. And they might be patrolling, and they might call in for reinforcements and trying to eliminate people that are trying to get back to Mandalore. Or it could be him leaving after he's done what he needed to do on Mandalore, and he's on his way out, and they're coming in to patrol and end up running into him. It ends with Grogu force pushing an alien life form out of the entrance of the mine, which I thought was really, really cool. His new bassinet carrier thing looks awesome. Looks like it's made out of Beskar, so it very well could be something along those lines that would even protect him even further if anything should happen. All in all, I thought the trailer was fantastic. This has me, the end of season 2 and the trailer leading into season 3 has me more excited for Star Wars than I've been in a very, very, very long time. I was super excited for Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I was excited for Andor. I was more excited for Obi-Wan Kenobi than I was for Andor. As I said before, I didn't feel like they lived up to my potential, but that's just my opinion, and that's fine. That's fine. It's not like I said, I didn't think they were bad. I thought they could have been better. That's all. With that being said, leading into season 3, I think it's going to be action packed. Jon Favreau does an amazing job with Star Wars lore. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to handle the characters. He really, really, really knows how to tell a story, which is fantastic, which is absolutely positively what we need going forward from Disney and Star Wars. So I am so pumped. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the trailer. Let me know what you think. Anything that I have said that you don't agree with, go ahead and leave a comment. If you disagree with me, that's great. If you agree with me, that's awesome. Either way, I'm not here to hate on anybody. I'm just here to give my opinion, have some fun with this. I'm the sporting Sith. I just love this. This is what I want to do. I just love talking about this, and you guys make this possible. And I want to make sure that you guys are here making comments. I will try to reply to every single comment if I possibly can. Um, Ask questions. Tell me where I'm wrong if you think I'm wrong. Give me your opinion on what you think, on who you think is coming through the door to either attack, rescue, or save, or fight the Jedi, or whatever it is when it comes to Grogu and that flashback. Let me know what you think it is in Order 66. And just, man, just if you love Star Wars the way I love Star Wars, like I don't think this is going to be bad. This is going to be so good, and I'm hoping that they come out with another trailer just to give us a little bit more of a taste of what's to come. But if not, I'm ready for the season. I'm ready to go. I'm locked and loaded, and this is going to be awesome. Hey, with that being said, may the sports be with you. I love you guys. Take care.